It's rumoured to be Lionel Messi's final World Cup, and it didn't get off to the best of starts for him nor Argentina before they eventually got back on track against Mexico, winning 2-0. And Messi grabbing another goal. So in today's video, I'm going to be attempting to win the World Cup with Argentina in Football Manager 2023 and seal Lionel Messi forevermore as the GOAT in one long playthrough video. But if this type of video does appeal to you, then please do let me know by leaving a like on the video. Otherwise, how else am I meant to know? And don't forget to subscribe with notifications on for plenty more of this kind of thing as well. Here's how our squad looks, however. So, goalkeeper wise, I've decided to select Emiliano Martinez, who'll start as our number 1, with backups of Geronimo Rulli, who plays for Villarreal, was at Sociedad for quite a long while, as well as at Man City for a brief spell, which I don't really remember, and Juan Musso as well, who is currently Atalanta's number 1, having been around a bit in Argentina and Italy too. Fullbacks wise, I've selected Nahuel Molina, who's currently at Atletico Madrid. I think he's quite athletic, he's pretty good going forward, and technically, I suppose defensively too. He's a solid player, only 5'9" though, and height is something that is quite the problem in this Argentina side. We then also have Gonzalo Montiel, who is playing at Sevilla, also in La Liga of course. Centre backs wise, first choice will be Otamendi and Christian Romero, 6 foot and 6'1" respectively there, with Juan Foyth and the slightly smaller Lisandro Martinez, who makes up for it with that aggression too, as our backup centre backs. And on the left hand side we have Tagliafico of, who's he playing for just now, Leon, and also Acuna, currently at Sevilla as well. So maybe not our strongest point defensively, but I think we've got enough experience there certainly, and tactical know-how back there that should be able to see us through, and if they can provide a good base for our more attacking players, which I'll come on to in a moment, then I think we'll be okay. In the midfield we have Leandro Paredes, who's struggling for fitness a little bit, performing not very well for Juventus, but he is rather good. Guido Rodriguez of Real Betis, who will probably play that defensive midfield role, quite likely, who is playing regularly for Real Españoles, Real Betis, as they are known in real life. Ezequiel Palacios, 24 years of age, of Bayer Leverkusen, included as well. Just good all round, can play in a Mazzal role, box-to-box midfielder, can also sit a little bit deeper as well, and playing well in the Bundesliga for Bayer. Then we have Ezequiel Palacios, that's who I've just done, isn't it? Goodness me.
What a joker.
Enzo Fernandez of Benfica, 5 assists, 2 goals, 2 player of the matches, an average rating of 7.19. I am looking at sort of how players are playing in game, in form, as well as just sort of what I know about them in real life and their reputation too. I'll build a little bit of a balance of both, I feel. Other than for the most obvious inclusions, even if they're not playing well, they're going to go. Giovanni Lo Celso, he's done okay, 3 goals, 1 assist, didn't really flatter too much at Tottenham, but he's been very important for Argentina in the build-up to the World Cup, but then got injured, missed out, so that's not great. But Papu Gomez, wee Alejandro, only 5'6", but technically very, very gifted, fantastic mental attributes, and he's been around the block a bit, was fantastic at Atalanta for many, many years, and then has done pretty well at Sevilla too this season, playing okay, a few assists from midfield, 1 goal as well, 2 player of the matches. Angel Di Maria on the wing, him, Messi, Martinez, they'll be our main men, but he's playing well for Juventus too, which is a bonus. And then it comes to sort of some of the riffraff. Lucas Ocampos, I selected him largely because of his height and pace, because as I said, we lack height. I feel like if we can bring him off the bench, a bit more of a physical threat, as well as technically also being very good at fantastic dribbling, pace as I mentioned, determination, flair, off the ball, work rates, all fantastic. Basically exactly what I'm looking for in a role player. He'll come on, do the dirty work, and playing well, 8 goals, 14 games for Ajax, where he's on loan from Sevilla. Angel Correa of Atletico Madrid, also playing pretty well, 7 goals in 11 games. Good role player off the bench, probably making a couple sub appearances throughout. Probably won't start, but he is good. And our most attacking midfielder. Fantastic crossing, dribbling, passing, technique, great flair, and the mentals and physicals are all pretty balanced and good too. Not performing well, but playing regularly for Atletico Madrid, which is what I am happy about. Nicolas Gonzalez, another player who he's playing pretty well right now for Fiorentina. 7 goals, 1 assist, 4 player of the matches. It would be very harsh to leave a player like him out. And again, his dribbling, his pace, his determination, aggression, bravery off the bench. Some good attributes in there, especially those mentals I'm very, very impressed with. I've been talking for a while, I've not cocked up for a bit, so that's quite impressive. Obviously, Lionel Messi's here. Need I say more? He's on okay form, 5 goals, 4 assists in 15 games for PSG. Even better when you include the European games and things like that. He's our star man. Dybala injured for a little bit, but he'll be back in the latter stages. Probably going to be back up to Messi on that right hand side, playing for Roma. That's about all we can say, really. But he's coming. He's on the plane. Martinez, the main man through the middle of the park. He's fantastic as a pressing forward, also as an advanced forward. 17 pace, the natural fitness, agility, the acceleration. I mean, it's all bloody good, really, isn't it? 16 heading as well, only at 5'9". Unfortunately, not the best jumping reach. But yeah, he's going to spearhead the attack, and I'm happy about it. The last one is Gaish, who you might be wondering why he's included. He's got 2-star ability according to our coaches, but he's an okay player. He's very decent. He is on good form. 8 goals in 17 appearances, averaging just over 7 on his match rating. But he's 6'4", and I feel like with all the technical ability, the pace, the flair, we're in a good spot, absolutely, as Argentina. However, one thing they're lacking, perhaps if they need it, is a big bloke to lump it up to if absolutely necessary, chasing a goal. And he is that guy. And his finishing's pretty good too, but the 15 strength combined with that 6'4", 14 jumping reach as well, naturally fit. He's just another option, another centre forward should we need a plan B, which hopefully we won't given all the technical ability, but you never ever know, do you? We've played one friendly, we came back from 1-0 down against Germany, the real Germany, may I add. Lovely stadium at the Signal Iduna Park, and we played pretty well despite Messi not doing so, and this is how it panned out. So it turns out pretty well in the end, and as I said, against the real Germany, not the fake one. And I think that stands us in pretty good stead. Of course, Germany not had the best start in real life to their World Cup. However, in-game obviously have the potential to be very, very good. So I'm happy, and I think it's a very good sign. I'm not sure though, it could be false hope. And as I'm sure you know, in our group are Poland, Saudi Arabia and Mexico, and we will play those teams in that order as that's what's been given to us on Football Manager. Unfortunately, well, I wasn't going to just restart it every time until we got the exact right fixtures for absolutely everybody. So that's what we're doing. I hope that's okay with you. As previously mentioned though, we are kicking off this campaign against Poland. Obviously in real life, it was against Saudi Arabia in the opener and they lost 2-1. However, Mexico did manage to pap them 4-0, so we ideally would like to match at least the result of that Mexico game, if not the actual scoreline as well. And this is the system that we are going with for the team that we have selected. We're going to basically attempt to get Messi on the ball as much as possible. We've got a shorter passing as I feel that suits Argentina. They don't have many tall players in there and they're very technically gifted. Let's be honest, working that ball into the box and playing out from defence. But we're going to have them with a more expressive freedom. You know, they've got particularly those forward three as well as Enzo Fernandez, De Paul, Acuna and Montiel, who'll be supporting them in this particular game. They're all very good. We need to allow them to grace us with the amazing football that we know they are possible of playing. We'll be distributing the ball out to the back, rolling it out and starting from the back, as well as when we lose the ball and things like that, distributing it quickly, counter-pressing, getting in their faces, showing that aggression. Hence, we'll be getting stuck in and pressing high up the park and much more often. It might get changed between now and then, but, you know, I feel like this is going to give us the best chance of winning this World Cup. And likewise, this starting 11 too. So that's why we're starting the opening game. It makes sense. With Martinez in goals, Montiel, who obviously played very well against Germany, Christian Romero, only 6'1", but his height could be essential alongside Otamendi, who's only 6 foot, who also starts, but as a ball player, his experience as well could be very, very important. Acuna gets the nod over Tagliafico. I just feel he's a bit better as an all-round player, both going forward and defensively, as we can see here. Well, maybe not defensively, but as an all-round player, I just think he's very, very good, and I like him a lot. We've got Guido Rodriguez protecting the back four as a half-back, with Rodrigo de Paul getting in support. He'll provide width on that side, as Messi will be coming inside, of course, in support of Lautaro Martinez. Enzo Fernandez, of course, scored against Mexico, will be bombing forward as a box-to-box midfielder, but getting back and helping out too. And Angel Di Maria as a winger on that left-hand side. I had intended on playing him as an advanced playmaker, giving him that freedom out there, but changed it midway through the game against Germany, and it worked an absolute treat. We have plenty of options, as you well know. However, without Paulo Dybala, as mentioned, as he's out for 8 days to 2 weeks, broken ribs, he'll be back later on. However, let's get into it, because we've got a lot of games to play in this episode, so highlights will be as concise as possible. The Poland side, however, is just about as you would expect. It's still weird seeing Matej Cash in there, but plenty notable names: Szczesny, Bednarek, Krychowiak, Zielinski, Linetti, Szymanski, Zaluski, and of course the main man Lewandowski, with options off the bench too. There are no mugs, but I fancy us. Although I've been proved wrong before, because I thought we could win the Serie A with Roma. And spoiler alert, that didn't happen, and it went badly with Cameroon too. And whilst we're underway, it's taken 12 minutes, just shy of 13, for the first highlight, but we've won the ball off a Poland goal kick, and there goes Lionel Messi feeding his mate Angel Di Maria, his 125th cap apparently, and Messi in behind absolutely should have scored, but the boys are fired up, we're on a positive mentality, and for me that's a good start, a half decent chance anyway, and a free kick for Lionel Messi. Perhaps we can even get him to win the Golden Boot on the way to winning the World Cup in his final swan song for Argentina. A fantastic save from Szczesny though. Approaching half-time, 38 minutes on the clock already, and we've not seen as many chances or created as much as we would like, despite absolutely dominating the ball. So, naturally, I'm going to tweak things, and in fact, we're going to up the tempo even more so, just to see if we can unsettle them a little bit more. Maybe we'll play a little bit wider, obviously with Messi still coming in, but that gives Di Maria perhaps more space, as well as the wing-backs bombing forward. Hopefully, that'll create some chances. Coming towards half-time in the opener, Guido Rodriguez already on a yellow, and we will have to deal with some suspensions, I'm sure, but we need to be aggressive without the ball, especially since we're lacking in size as well, so we don't want to get dominated too much. Montiel though, perhaps he can add another assist to his name. An interesting tackle, he's still on the ball, still going, he's a real terrier, this fella, and back to Guido Rodriguez, the half-back for us. We do have Paredes, who can perhaps come in there, as well as Fernandez, I suppose, can probably drop back too. So we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay, and Giovanni Lo Celso can come and play probably a different role than a half-back, but we might be okay. And Di Maria has won the ball there, and well, the ball has somehow found the back of the net. It's an own goal from Jan Bednarek. It wasn't pretty, but we will take it. 1-0 we lead. But we might not go in at half-time 1-0 up. Szymanski's ball in, looking towards the back post, thankfully over from Krychowiak. And we will look to get in at half-time level, winning even, rather. First cock-up of the day. This is only the first game I'm playing, so stay tuned for plenty more of that. But I'm very, very happy, hopefully plenty more, and hopefully plenty more goals in the second half. Not for Poland though, and they have a corner. It's Szymanski over it again. He's got a decent left foot on him, headed clear by Romero, and thankfully over the bar there again. Shite! But the warning signs are there. Lionel Messi perhaps looking to get his sister's name, a penalty, and it will be Lionel Messi to take. I don't know if I've got it set up to be that, but I'm going to try and make sure. Oh, VR check. Now's not the time, Calum. Goodness me, it's all happening. We have the penalty. And of course, it's Lionel Messi up to take it. A chance to make it 2-0. Some breathing room in our opening fixture. And he finds the back of the net, off to an absolute flyer. So we are. If we can keep a clean sheet and maybe add another goal or two, we're in a good spot. And still in a good spot with about 22 minutes left to play. We're going to take off Guido Rodriguez. We're going to get Paredes some match time, so he can maybe build up that fitness a little bit more. As you can see, not particularly fit. And Foyth coming on also for Christian Romero because, well, he's pooped already, which isn't a good sign.
Cheers, Jeff.
Like you need me to tell you that with about 20 minutes to go in our opener. But here is Montiel on that right-hand side, causing problems with a bulldog-type stature. Described as a terrier. What's going to be next? Stay tuned to find out. Enzo into Lautaro Martinez, who's not been particularly fit coming into this. I don't think he's played at all for Inter Milan because he's been injured. But forced a good save from Szczesny, and we will see the corner. Probably nothing's going to happen, and I'll probably cut this out to save time in the video. Let's soon find out. Yep. Now with about 10 minutes to go, we're going to rest Lautaro Martinez. Not 100% fit, but he's putting a good shift, and we'll get him back involved for the next game. Bringing on our backup striker, Just Gaish, I think I'm going to call him. Yeah, let's change that officially. Just Gaish. My most sincere apologies to the Gaish family. I hope I'm saying that right, but I don't want to get his first name wrong, as I feel like that would be bad for everybody involved, really. Moving on, there we go. Just Gaish is coming on. He's huge, 6'4". Let's see if he can cause some problems for the Polish defence. As well as that, we're perhaps going to take off who's going to be important going forward for us. I suppose we'll give Nico Gonzalez a run out, because why not? In fact, no, Correa, because he needs a little bit more match fitness, and we will let Big Angel take in the applause, the Holy One. 10 minutes to go, hopefully that'll be it. Oh no, it might not be. Berezhinski into Kaminski, and, well, they're looking slightly threatening, but given away to Acuna, and he steps in the midfield, back to Paredes, the substitute, looking for Lionel Messi down that right-hand side. Maybe we should take him off at some point, give him a little bit of rest, I don't know, but Correa, the substitute, has found the back of the net, and we are 3-0 up, cruising to Argentine victory in the opener against Poland. But it is Poland on the attack here, as we're about to make our final change, taking Tagliafico on for Acuna, and Lewandowski absolutely should have scored. That was rubbish. But perhaps one final highlight, one final chance for them to score a consolation goal. They looked for Lewandowski, got nowhere near him, and Emi Martinez has all the time in the world back there to bowl it out to his centre-backs. Hopefully he does so. The substitute, Juan Foyth, out to Montiel. Not quite giving him the rave reviews that I did after that Germany game, but here we are. We've done okay so far, keeping a clean sheet, and it's Messi down that right-hand side, skips by one man. Was looking for Just Gaish, however, couldn't find him, and perhaps Poland still with a chance. A bloody long highlight, I'm telling you, considering they clearly don't know we're playing. What is Emi Martinez doing? Okay, it's offside. It's offside. It's okay. Thank goodness for that, because I might have been playing Geronimo Rulli in goals next game otherwise. Let's get the confirmation. Thank you kindly. And thank you kindly for the 3 points, Mr. and Mrs. Poland. I don't know. We weren't at our very best, but we were clinical when needed. We were ruthless in attack, despite having limited chances, and we'll take that. Certainly a better result in this opener, as in real life. 3 points on the board, a clean sheet, 3 goals scored. Mexico top of the group, admittedly, but alas, I don't care. I'll take it, and we move on to the next. And the next is Saudi Arabia, who obviously recorded an absolutely incredible win over Argentina in real life, but we have to go and destroy them, and we've been boosted by a draw in the earlier game, which, if we win this game, we're in a very good position to finish top of the group with Mexico to play. Lastly, we're going to make a couple of changes, however, for this game. Tagliafico comes in at left back after Acuna didn't perform too well in the last game. Papu Gomez as that Messala, because God, he's technically and mentally brilliant, and I mean very agile. Acceleration's good, everything else not great, other than his natural fitness, I suppose. Meaning Rodrigo goes into that box-to-box midfield role, and who goes to the bench again? Enzo Fernandez. Sorry, Enzo. Let's see if we can smash the Saudi Arabians this time in real life, even though, yeah, I've got them in the sweeper, Argentina, and they didn't do so. So that was good. I don't think what I said made sense there, though. I think we are boosted, however, by the fact the goal scorers for Saudi Arabia in real life aren't in the game, I don't think. Al-Sheri and Al-Dasari, I don't think they're there. So, unfortunate for realism, but what can you do about it? Let's hope that they can't do anything about this set piece. Messi in, Rodrigo de Paul, 1-0, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's not that hard, is it, Argentina? Yeah, they made it very difficult. And yet another chance. It's Tagliafico with a throw-in, now with Rodrigo de Paul already on the score sheet. Perhaps fancy his chances again. Did, shouldn't have though. Al Hussein with a free kick though, deep in the Saudi Arabia half. Going long, only finding Tagliafico. And Well, it was ambitious from Angel Di Maria to say the least. So the Saudi Arabia goalkeeper going long and feeding it straight back to Christian Romero. And Angel Di Maria did win the ball back before giving it away again. And an interesting tackle from wee Papu Gomez there. But we won the ball and we are on it now. Lionel Messi down that right hand side. Plenty space, plenty time. He doesn't go past one. Finds Di Maria on the edge of the area. A lovely little 1-2 with Rodrigo De Paul. And De Paul now has an assist and a goal to his name. Angel Di Maria, 2-0. Tagliafico now the free kick. 23 minutes gone. We're looking bloody good. So you know what? I'll praise the boys as Rodrigo De Paul down to Tagliafico and Messi has scored. The flag's gone up though. It's not going to count. I'm telling you, it won't count. And the flag goes up in Football Manager. Doesn't count. There's got to be a tell. It's Football Manager. Told you, disallowed. But I like it. And I like the fact we've got another set piece. Messi in. Romero. 3-0. This could be a long episode. Just because of this game, really. In addition to the fact that we're hopefully going to win the World Cup in it and go all the way to the final.
Duh.
I mean, obviously, if we're going to win it, we're going to go to the final. Penalty. Another chance for Lionel Messi to score. Lionel Messi, more like. God, I hope he scores this one. It's going to VAR, though. It's going to be a penalty. It was a clear shove on Otamendi. Thank you very much, Football Manager. And Lionel Messi over it once again. He went to his right in the last game. And will he do the same again? He won't. And he shouldn't have scored at all, but he has. Messi victorious once again. And we might not be done there for the half. Guido Rodriguez back to Tagliafico. I'm going to take the opportunity to rest some players, I think, at halftime. Lautaro Martinez not on the score sheet yet, so I'm maybe going to change up his role, give him a bit of a chance. I know he's getting up to sharpness, but goodness me, come on. There you go, that instant change really did work, didn't it? Thank you very much, Lautaro. Rodrigo De Paul playing well, but on a yellow card. Don't want to go down to 10 men. We're going to take on Palacios, give him his first action of the World Cup. And likewise, Nahuel, I don't think that's how you pronounce it, Molina at right back for Montiel. Here we go, baby. And we have another chance. Papu Gomez back to the substitute Molina. And we're recycling the ball. I like this vertical tiki-taka in full flow. Even though it's a custom version, I've made a few tweaks. Tagliafico going back, just running around in circles with the ball, really, and fouled. They're going to go down to 10 men very early in the second half. And you know what? I feel sorry for them at this point. Might even change the goalkeeper. And we have the ball deep in our half once again. Guido Rodriguez now into Palacios, the substitute. Poor Rodrigo De Paul having a great time out there getting taken off. But alas, here we are. Martinez, 2 goals for him. Flag doesn't go up. I think this one's going to stand. Let's see if the theory does work. Paulo Valeri has given the goal. 6-0. Maybe 7. Al Janobi into a Siri going long. And yeah, we're just going to recycle the ball once again. Guido Rodriguez out to Tagliafico. I might even take off Messi at this point, to be honest, just to give him some rest in this game. Tagliafico, Di Maria, another goal. 7. Is it going to be checked? No, 7. We're in 7th heaven. Are we about to go into 8? We're so good that I want to... Sorry about that. Angel Di Maria into Lautaro Martinez. Oh, we actually missed the chance now. Nico Gonzalez going to get his first action of the World Cup on that left-hand side for Di Maria. Him and Messi, pretty old, so let's give them the chance to rest whilst we can. And Ocampos coming on for his first action as well of the World Cup. Half an hour to go. We're taking the mick now. I genuinely might bring on a third choice goalkeeper at this point. Papu Gomez with a free kick. Is it going to be 8? Oh, it should have been denied by the crossbar though. Very unlucky, Papu. And Al Gamdi with a throw-in. I think we've started to feel sorry for them as well as those changes sort of disrupting our play. But Al Shamari on a yellow card, but on the ball, most importantly for Saudi Arabia, so that's good. Very different to what happened in real life, but alas, here we are. Bassas. I've come to the conclusion that I'm not actually sure if this is the real players for Saudi Arabia. I don't think a lot of the players will be loaded in game. I think a lot of them play locally, not a league you can load up in games. So here we are. I don't know who's playing. Al-Qatari cut out the ball though, and Molina down that right hand side looking for a Campos. Papu Gomez, a chance. Lautaro. 8-0. I won't say anything else about number 8. Sorry. And we are actually going to bring on our third choice goalkeeper, Juan Musso. Welcome to the party. Sorry, I feel bad that we're doing that, to be honest, but I mean, we be as well. We want everyone to be involved. Man management, baby. We might not be done yet. Almost 9. Hit the bar. We've hit the woodwork twice, although that was offside, to be fair. Cheaters, really. And you'd think we'd maybe cheated with how good we were, They didn't have a shot, let alone were on target. They somehow had 30% of the ball, which is quite a surprise. We absolutely dominated them and outscored our XG by almost double what it should have been. 8-0 victors. We were fantastic. We managed to rest some of the boys and get some of the rotation players, the squad players involved. I'm very, very happy. Now, we face Mexico in the next game. And, well, we're through into the next round. But we still need to finish top of the group, really, don't we? So I don't know how much I'm going to rotate. Let's find out, shall we? And so the team to play Mexico is one with a few changes. Lisandro Martinez comes in for Otamendi. He's quite old, we're already definitely through, so I figured we'll give Lisandro a chance, keep things fresh as well. And likewise, Giovanni Lo Celso comes in the middle of the park with Papu Gomez and Paredes, and that is that. As well as Molina actually starting at right back, meaning everyone will have played by the end of this game in the World Cup, other than, I believe, Geronimo Rulli. I think he's the only one who currently hasn't, obviously, as well as Dybala, who's actually fit enough for the bench, so maybe we'll even get him on at some stage. A wee 5-minute cameo. We'll see. And the Mexico side is decent, of course. Memo Ochoa playing, Hector Moreno, Guardado, Alvarez, Hector Herrera, Jesus Corona, Hirving Lozano, as well as plenty more, including, of course, Chicharito on the bench. Didn't even go to the World Cup in real life, which I think is an absolute crime. No Rafael Marquez either. What's that about? The task today is simple. Avoid defeat, we top the group and go through as winners. However, a highlight straight from the off, which is rather interesting and unusual considering we're on key highlights, but it looks to be an Argentina one. No, we've lost the ball. Romo going back to Ochoa. And he'll maybe go along, perhaps. He does indeed, and Angulo doesn't get there, but Hirving Lozano does. And it looks like Mexico on the front foot in these opening exchanges. Lozano down that left-hand side, back to Angulo, who's I thought was maybe going to shoot from range. Instead, Guardado did. And we're 1-0 down. We've conceded our first goal of the tournament, and we might not go through as group winners.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
And immediately after, it's Mexico on the ball once again. I'm not enjoying this whatsoever, and I thought it was maybe going to be an easy ride throughout the group stages. So far, yes, but in this game, absolutely not. Tagliafico coming in from that left-hand side, finding Papu Gomez, and Lautaro Martinez loses out once again to Mexico. It's just sort of surrounding us, swarming us when we venture up the park, and we're coughing up the ball. And they look the more creative and organised, to be honest. But we've won the ball back. Perhaps can we keep it this time? That would be very much welcome. Here is Lisandro Martinez, yes. Lisandro's the defender, Lautaro's the attacker. It's confusing. And Emi Martinez, Emiliano in the goals too. Here is Lautaro though, and there's men waiting in the middle. Messi is one of them, not known for his heading prowess, and that one goes over the bar. Can't speak. It's only game 3. We have a free kick though. It's been a jam-packed first 7 minutes or so, and it's Romero over the ball, looking for Angel Di Maria on that left-hand side. Didn't find him, but he nicks it again and equalises 1-1. It's been a chaotic start here. So far though, looking like we're beginning to take our own way in the game. Better XG, of course, but still pretty balanced, as you'd probably expect in a KG game like this. I'm maybe going to just up the tempo with about half an hour gone, see if we can settle them going in front into the half time. And Romero's header hits off the bar. That's 3 in 2 games that we've whacked the bar, and Lisandro hits it again. What an effort that was. And whilst we've improved slightly, we go into half time level. Still top though, that's okay, but I was hoping to be a little bit more comfortable so I can make a few more changes and get a few more players involved. However, that's not the case just as of yet. I'll say that if we keep working hard, then the result will come. Let's just try and get them to play better. Well, they've enjoyed that somehow, so that'll do for now. We're going to probably take off one of the centre midfielders. Celso's doing okay in there. We're going to switch him with Papu Gomez, and Ezequiel Palacios going to come off the bench, and hopefully a bit more energy in the middle of the park will perhaps improve things ever so slightly. We're going to encourage Molina to bomb forward a little bit more too. Other than that, maybe take off work ball into the box and see if we can take our chances, be a bit more urgent with the ball. Who knows? But second half underway, let's see if we can win this one. And we're on the ball. Okay then. Tagliafico on that left-hand side, just 5 minutes into the second half. And Di Maria, who's been a good threat down that left-hand side, scored the goal, obviously. Couldn't find Lautaro Martinez. And we've got the ball back, thankfully. Molina into Palacios, the substitute. Martinez, what a strike that was. It's going to be checked for offside. I don't know how. And the flag's not gone off, so I think that will stand. And it'll make him the 4th goal, I think, this tournament so far for him, unless I'm wrong. It's a fantastic goal. I wish I had replays on. I really should have. Show it again, Calum. Palacios, the substitute. Martinez, what a strike that was. And we've got the ball deep in our own half once again. Our highlights often start with this. And I think that's because of our style of play. And Palacios nearly coughed it up there, won it back though, so he did well. And Christian Romero, he might be suspended for the next game. I'm a little bit concerned about that. We're dilly-dallying a little bit. They're pressing us quite well. Paredes though going long, and it's Lionel Messi, the little genius, who's almost in behind. The defender's done well to recover, looking for Martinez, didn't quite get there, and we will go again. Nearly an hour played, 56 minutes on the clock. Another goal now would be fantastic. I can then make a couple more changes to rest a few more players going into the later stages, and held by Memo Ochoa that time. A throw in though with an hour gone. Lautaro Martinez takes it down well from Molina. A goal now, please. Oh, not sloppy passing, especially when Romero's going to be lunging in there on a yellow card already. That would be the last thing we need going down to 10 men. He was looking for Lionel Messi, did not find him, but there's only Lisandro Martinez back there, who has all the time in the world. The height didn't matter to him there. And Di Maria in behind once again, hitting the post this time. And I don't know what happened there. I don't know how it's not gone in. With a little less than half an hour to go, we're going to take off Romero on a yellow card, pretty tired, for Juan Foyth, a capable replacement, and hopefully we'll be okay. I think I'm going to take on Correa, and you know what? Messi's not performing well. We could maybe do with resting him. So he's going to come on that right-hand side, just as a winger. Both wingers, in fact no, we're going to switch them over. Inverted winger on that side, and likewise Angel Di Maria as well. Let's see what we can do, swap them over and see if we can cause them a little bit more problems towards the end of this game. Perhaps not. It's a Mexico throw-in. And Orbelin back to Angulo, the original taker. He's gone long for Martin. I have no idea who he is, but he took that down very well, and he looks huge. In fact, that was a good strike from range, but held by Emi Martinez this time. And in fact, we're playing out from the back. Lisandro, Emi's namesake, out from the back. Tagliafico plays it into Juan Correa. We're going to take off, get stuck in though. I don't want any more late bookings because it tots up, adds suspensions, and I'm not happy about that. Paredes looking for Angel Di Maria. He's found him, and his new role on that side looks good. Finish did not, however. Here's Rodriguez from range with a free kick, whacks it off the bar. This time Mexico taking their turn at hitting the woodwork. That would have been an absolute wonder goal. We're going to make one more change. I think we can still make another one after this because we've only used one stoppage as of yet. We're going to bring on Just Gaich for some more game time up top, give him some more experience. I think that's only his 4th cap, 5th cap maybe in game. So that will do for now, and he is on resting Lautaro Martinez. And you know what? Going into added time, we're actually going to take on Geronimo Rulli. We're going to get everyone involved. It's man management, baby, and if you don't like it, then, you know, sod off then. No, please don't. I need all the help and subscribers and likes I can get. Thank you, get involved. We've won all 3 games, conceding only 1. That's pretty darn decent. A perfect record. Lautaro Martinez, very, very good. Some of the midfielders as well, fantastic. And we will absolutely take that. Who will play in the next round though? I'm not sure as of yet. That looks nice and comfortable. Minus 15 goal difference for Saudi Arabia. Goodness me. Who says Football Manager's realistic? Before I reveal our second round opponents, let's take a quick look at the group stages, at how they ended up. Holland's winners, perhaps I'm not surprised they didn't even drop a single point, with Senegal also going through. USA finishing top of Group B, which is quite the surprise, with England finishing second, Wales and Iran both with just a point each. We obviously finished top in our group. France top of theirs, Denmark second, not really surprising. Spain coming out on top over Germany. Japan and Costa Rica not winning a game either. Belgium, Morocco, both finishing above Croatia, which is quite the surprise. Brazil, Switzerland going through. Serbia just missing out, and Cameroon finishing with 1 point. Yeah, that seems about right. And then Uruguay came out on top of Group H with 7 points, not losing a game. Portugal second, Ghana just missing out after drawing all 3 of their games. That is a damn shame. But just a few days after we played Mexico and beat them, we will face Denmark. And let's have a quick little look at some of the other games before I reveal the team news. England are already through, knocking out Holland. Let's hope that doesn't happen in real life. Oh god. Mexico take on France. You'd fancy France in that one. USA versus Senegal. A good chance for both sides to reach the quarter final there. Portugal against Brazil, an all Portuguese speaking derby there. Morocco versus Spain, just over the water from each other. This is interesting, some mouth-watering ties. Uruguay against Switzerland, again a good chance for either of those to reach the quarter final. And then Belgium versus Germany. That will be an interesting one for sure. But our team for the second round match against Denmark, which will not be easy whatsoever. Emi Martinez in goals, Montiel, Romero, Otamendi and Acuna, my favourite back four, with Rodriguez, Hernandez and De Paul. The team that's basically started our tournament. Messi and Di Maria with Lautaro Martinez leading the line. Everyone's been involved apart from Paulo Dybala, still nursing an injury, but he'll be back. Should we get through to the next round, he'll have to come off the bench, so I've played everybody. It wasn't even a rule, I just thought it'd be nice to include everyone. But let's have a look at how Denmark have done. They opened up the group with a 2-0 win over Tunisia, Braithwaite and Skov Olsen getting on the score sheet, only losing 1-0 to France, which is not a bad result whatsoever. Nabil Fekir surprisingly getting the goal, and a 2-0 win over Australia. Unlucky there, they went down under a Jonas Wind penalty and a Damsgaard 90th minute. Just to twist the knife, really, I feel like so. One last look at the team, there we have it. Now let's have a look at the Danes. Let's hope they are not so great, but it is a good side. They of course reached the semi-final of the Euros in 2020 and, well, 2021 technically. But it's basically pretty much the same side. They've got Schmeichel, Nielsen, Christensen, the experienced Simon Kjær, Vass, Nordgaard, Christensen, Mæhle, Skov Olsen, Damsgaard and Vind. Christian Eriksen only on the bench, but they've got a few other players in there. That can hurt us potentially if we've not got our wits about us, so let's hope we do indeed. This is getting exciting. We're at the knockout stage. It's win or go home. And, well, they are not happy with me. That is not a good start. Well, it's a defensive setup for Denmark anyway. And it looks to me like they're starting out on top, which I'm not happy with, so I'll fire them some encouragement. And we're going to up the tempo again, because that seems to be working for us. So far, not much else is. I'm a little bit concerned, and in fact, it's Denmark on the ball in the opening highlights of the game. About 25 minutes gone, and Simon Kjær looking for Jonas Wind, but we've got the ball back, and Christian Romero going wildly across to Otamendi, and let's see if we can create an attack. If we score with our first highlight of the game after I don't think having a shot at all, then, well, that is shithousery of the highest order. Enzo Fernandez, though, on the ball in midfield, looking for Messi, and is it his moment? Oh, it absolutely is. That was cheeky. It looked like it was poor from Kasper Schmeichel, but you know what? The replays are going on for the goal, just so we can enjoy that one once again. I feel like now that we're at this moment, we expected to get through the groups, but now it's serious business, and let's have another look at it. Enzo Fernandez really started the move off. It was a fantastic ball through for Messi on the shoulder of the last defender, and it was a lovely, deft touch there to get it past Kasper Schmeichel. And yeah, that was our first highlight, first shot, and we are 1-0 up. And we have the ball once again. If we can sucker punch them with a quick 1-2, baba! Right, that was intimidating. Then we are in a good spot with around half an hour gone. Acuna on the ball though. It often starts deep in our own half and we work it up the park very nicely, playing some attractive football, but we've lost it. And Mikael Damsgaard, who obviously scored against Australia, as we all know, balloons it over the bar this time. That was fortunate, but we start with a goal kick once again. Otamendi as we look to play out from the back as we always do. Acuna down at left hand side, going long for Di Maria, who doesn't get there. Oh, a meaty challenge there from Angel Di Maria on Simon Kjær. In fact, they come out with the ball though, and perhaps a highlight of their own. No, Lautaro Martinez nicks in. He's got Messi in support. He doesn't look for him, and he really should have. I don't think he looked where he was shooting, to be honest. Vass with a throw-in though. And Denmark have been pretty good so far without too many highlights. going their way. Is this perhaps their time? Norgård on the ball, back to Christensen as they play some pretty nice stuff here. Out to Daniel Vaz on the right hand side. They seem to be killing us in the wide areas a little bit. Perhaps need to certainly put Di Maria onto a bit more of a support duty perhaps, so he's got a little bit more cover. But we've won the ball, given it away again though. We had a chance to break there, didn't take it, and perhaps we will take this opportunity. Lionel Messi going long, a fantastic assist. Can he turn provider this time? Off the woodwork once again. Goodness me, out for a goal kick. And despite them not enjoying my opening team talk, we do go in 1-0 in front, and hopefully I can rouse them for the second half better this time. Thank goodness for that. No changes at the break. Let's see what the second half's got in store for us. It's an early Denmark highlight, perhaps. Won by Christian Romero and Rodrigo de Paul back to the preferred Montiel or Molina at right back. Messi with a little back heel there. Lovely, silky stuff. Not in those areas, though. Not too big a fan of it, but he's the GOAT. What else can I say? Enzo Fernandez into Lautaro Martinez. We didn't change Di Maria's role. He's not really getting up in attack, but he's there if needed for support. Martinez towards the back post. Montiel takes it down and shields off his man. Can he get pick out a man in the area? No, he couldn't, and the shot was blocked. Otamendi though into Acuna. He's perhaps going to shoot from range. He does. He shouldn't have though. I'm going to change Martinez up to a pressing forward because, well, it worked last time, even if it didn't really. So we'll try it again perhaps for this move because he's not really been in the game too much. A 6.5 rating. Di Maria not doing too well either. We might change that side as well. What can I say? Threatening to make him a pressing forward and make him work even more. Clearly works. What a finish! And let's enjoy that one again. It was Di Maria's work, who I just slagged off as well. His ball not cleared particularly well by Nilsson, but he collected it again, back to Acuna, and you can't give Lautaro Martinez that much space, especially when he's being threatened with being a pressing forward. Do I proceed? No. We'll just threaten him again later if we need it. But I think for now, Angel Di Maria has run his race, and perhaps Martinez soon too, now that we're 2-0 up. We're going to get Nico Gonzalez on, just a little bit of pace, a little bit of excitement down the left-hand side, see how that goes. We'll maybe put him on a support role though, just to give Acuna a bit more protection as he likes the ball forward as well. Martinez probably going to come off too. Do I bring on Dybala? Do I bring on Just Gaish? Let's bring on Just Gaish and see if we can get him a goal. Give him some confidence. Why not? Let's see. Little less than half an hour to go. Should hold on. And with 50 minutes to go, not seeing too much else, we're going to bring down the tempo slightly higher. Don't overexert yourselves too much and just maybe lay off all of this. You can still do it if you want. I'm not going to tell you otherwise, but just calm down. There's no need to be so aggressive in all that we do. Perhaps we'll drop the line a little bit deeper as well. Just be a bit more reserved, essentially, in what you're doing. We'll maybe take off Leo Messi in a minute. Right now, just going to take off Romero for Juan Foyth, as once again, Romero knackered and one booking away from a suspension. Hopefully, we won't see much else in this game and we can just play it out. That would be ideal. However, right on cue, Kasper Schmeichel with the ball. He's booted it long and Foyth took it down well. That's good to see. He's not off the pace. Important to keep everyone fit as we get them involved, you know. Enzo Martinez back to Otamendi. And we've looked sharp. We've looked very, very good. Denmark, you know, despite the stats, not had too much to threaten us from the highlights. Adolfo Gaish. Just Gaish over the bar.
You heard nothing.
We'll pretend that didn't happen. Montiel pretty knackered. Molina going to come on. And we'll get some fresh legs in the middle of the park as well. Paredes maybe needing some time on. Yeah, why not? There we go. We'll switch them around. And that'll do for now. Sorry, Paolo. Your time's not coming quite yet. Maybe in the next game. We'll see, though. I probably should have brought him on in this game. It's getting a bit serious now, isn't it? Oh well. Otamendi booting it long. And Just Gaish taking it down. Nearly did it again. And look at him. He's huge. He's brilliant. He's bringing others into play, and I like it a lot. I didn't take off Messi. I should have. But oh well. Here we are. Acuna down that left-hand side. Gaish is in there. Gonzalez to Paredes from range. Oh, what a stunner that is. 3-0. That is the cherry on top of the cake. That's better than Martinez's goal. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. But let's enjoy it again anyway, shall we? Acuna's cross blocked. Don't really know what Nico Gonzalez was doing. Paredes thought, sod it. I'm on the park. This is unusual. I'll whack it. And boy did he whack it. In off the post. The post our friend this time. And despite the match stats, we were bloody brilliant there. It looks a lot more even. Possession though, we absolutely dominated. 3-0. We've only conceded 1 goal so far. I'm getting worried that we're going to bottle this late on, but so far, so good. Into the quarterfinals we go. Also in the second round, in addition to our 3-0 win and England's 3-0 win, France won 3-0 against Mexico, not really surprising. Senegal went through on penalties against the USA, fantastic for them. Portugal knocked out Brazil in the biggest shock of the round, with Morocco only losing 1-0 to Spain. Pedri, 88th minute goal. Uruguay going through on penalties against Switzerland, and likewise Belgium against Germany. Some decent teams left in there, but I fancy our chances. Or I did, until I found out that we were playing England. And you know what? I hate to admit it, but they are quite good.
What did he say?
Unless they're playing a Stephen O'Donnell-led Scotland at the Euros, that is. But yeah, they're quite good. Portugal have already been knocked out by Spain thanks to goals from Asensio and the veteran Busquets as well. Only a consolation goal for Gonçalo Guedes. And we go into this game in the quarter-final with Argentina. With basically the team we'd like to, so that's all good. However, potential yellow cards for Di Maria, Rodrigo de Paul, Guido Rodriguez, Romero and Otamendi would mean they were suspended for the next round, as well as Lo Celso off the bench, Ocampos and Tagliafico. So that's not good, but Dybala's fit, so there's always that. So let's have a look at the England side that we will try not to get booked against. And unfortunately, it's pretty good, except they are without Jude Bellingham, probably most notably, which is a welcome sign. They've got Ramsdale, James, Stones, Rice, Walker, Henderson, Mount, Chilwell, Foden, Sterling and Kane though. So I'm not confident, but the fact Bellingham's not playing has me buoyed. Once again, they are playing defensive though. Shame they weren't that defensive when Diego Maradona scored that excellent header past Peter Shilton, but alas, here we are, and alas, we are underway. I'm going to look stupid if we lose now.
You're goddamn right.
And so far, about 20 minutes in, still no highlights. I've upped the tempo, I've encouraged the boys, and we have a free kick bang on 20 minutes. I should probably just start with a higher tempo now, considering that what seems to be working for us, but alas, here we are. Enzo Fernandez on the ball, looking for Rodrigo de Paul, who did not quite get there. The kits are not helping at all in terms of telling who's who, but Ramsdale looking for Sterling, won by Montiel, and Messi gets onto the loose ball, keeps it in, looking for Lautaro Martinez, once again, straight through to Aaron Ramsdale though, and perhaps it's going to be an England highlight after all. Harry Kane did not win it, his Tottenham counterpart Christian Romero beating him in the air, and here we go, Lautaro Martinez holds the ball, Rodrigo de Paul breaking from midfield, and thinking he's playing rugby. That was not great whatsoever, and we have a goal kick for England, not from the subsequent shot, but Chilwell on the ball in the middle of the park, finding Raheem Sterling, and Kane has broke through in behind, and tried to shot just wide. That was nervy to say the least. It's been relatively even, we've dominated the ball, they've created a little bit more chances, but we have a better XG. Still 0-0 most importantly, and oh no, Angel Di Maria will be out of the next game. Not good news. Rodrigo de Paul, I think, also going to be out of it. Oh, we are not in a good spot. I'm going to tell them I'm not happy, and they're happy. They're happy now that I'm unhappy, which is a weird place to be in. Messi not doing too well. I'm going to change up his role to an inverted winger just to see if that maybe puts things in our favour. It's not going too great for us. I don't know if I should make a change perhaps half time. Rodrigo de Paul really not playing well. We're going to bring on Papu Gomez for him, and hopefully a little bit more energy, creative spark in the middle of the park will do the job for us. Let's find out. I'm important, I didn't know it by the way. Spark and park rhyme. We have a corner. Acuna over it, looking for Lautaro Martinez at the back post. Only 5'9". We're not blessed. I should maybe change it so that we take short kicks, and in fact England are going to be on the counter-attack here. Back to Jordan Henderson though. We've slowed them down ever so slightly. We've got bodies back, so we should, in theory, be okay. But of course, in theory, that means nothing. Chilwell down the left-hand side. He's got Sterling ahead of him, providing an option. And he goes in behind, and he's got in behind Montiel there. Harry Kane lurking in the middle, bound to be Mason Mount. Uh-oh. And for the first time in forever, since the Mexico game, we're 1-0 down. And I am going to be up against the wall. And if you know what my Football Manager career's really been like so far this year, that's not usually a good sign. And Martinez probably should have done better. Decent finish though. I'm going to play Lionel Messi slightly more centrally. Papu Gomez is going to stay in there too. Enzo Fernandez not playing particularly well. He's going to come off, and I think it might be Paulo Dybala time. You know, he's not featured at this World Cup as of yet, but he's a bloody good player. So he comes on that opposite side to Di Maria. I'll give him a little bit longer, I think. But right now, things not going too well for us. I'll maybe take off work ball into box because that doesn't seem to be doing us any business, and play a little bit more wide. They've got gaps in behind those fullbacks. Let's expose them. Do I try and get stuck in on? No, I don't. There's still plenty of time. We don't need to panic, but I'm just going to make that switch because Messi's not playing well. If you can play a bit more centrally, get him on the ball, maybe allow him that free roll a little bit more on Messi'S, then maybe it'll work. But right now, it's not doing that. I'm going to do it. It's going to be a pressing forward for Lautaro Martinez. I don't know why I didn't think to do that any sooner. And Messi's having an absolute stinker. Likewise, Angel Di Maria. And you know what? I'm going to take on Angel Correa. He came on and did well for us against... Oh, forgive me, I can't remember who it was. I think that's what we'll do for now, perhaps. Do I bring on Gaish with 20 minutes to go? See if he can wreak havoc up there. I don't think I do for now. Maybe leave it as that, I guess. Bring down the tempo, be a bit more calm considered in our play. And we'll see how that goes for us. I think I get stuck in now, 20 minutes to go. Let them know we're there. I shouldn't have said the thing. That punch that header reminded me about Diego Maradona, may God rest his soul. James into Mason Mount and Harry Kane on the ball now. Good tackle from Otamendi, but it's Mason Mount once again who picks up the loose ball. And Sterling in behind. Sterling 2-0. I can't see the linesman's flag, but it's been given offside immediately. Please have the flag up, linesman. I don't know. Offside? Oh no, we are 2-0 down. And Lionel Messi's not going to win a World Cup. And goodness me, that's the whole thing this was based around. Why can't I have any success on Football Manager 2023? Martinez, mate, do better. I'm not going to proceed with those tactical changes. In fact, Adolfo is coming on. I mean, Just Gaish is coming on. But do I take off Messi? We're moving slightly more positive. It might be a little bit too late. God, I hope not. But that's what we're going to go with for now. Messi's going to stay on the park. And I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it at all, to be honest. But Guido Rodriguez also going to come off. He is playing poorly. You can't take Messi off. Paredes probably should have started this game after his goal against Denmark. But alas, here we are. We're going to stick to our task. Keep doing what you're doing. And hopefully things will pan out okay. I say that with little to no confidence. Wing backs onto attack. A goal early now, not for England, gives us a chance. And well, Jordan Henderson nearly did exactly that. We're still creating absolutely nothing with less than 10 minutes officially to go for now. So, yeah, we're bringing on Just Gaish. For who? Good question. I have no idea as of yet. I might live to regret this, but Lionel Messi is going to come off. He's playing rubbish, and we need something different out there. So hopefully, Just Gaish is that guy. 6'4". He's an absolute problem. He's got the pace of Martinez next to him. Will this be enough? Will this be enough? I don't know. I don't think it will be. I really don't know what else to do though, to be honest, because, well, it's been working for us, and we've come against a good side, and we've come undone. And here we are, with little to no time left. Perhaps a chance if we can win the ball, though. I doubt it. Especially now, I really doubt it. I don't know who's who. Calvert-Lewin, I thought that was one of our players. Good tackle, questionable. All of that was questionable. A counter-attack? No. Right, we'll throw the kitchen sink at it then, I guess. Everybody bob forward. We're going to pump the ball up the park for Gaish. Distribute it to the target man. This is it. It's going to be game over. And we're going to go out. Messi's not going to win a World Cup. And I don't like it at all. I really don't like it. Why are we still playing low crosses? That was stupid of me. That was really stupid of me. Because Gaish can win a header. He really can. Especially against their idiots at the back there. We're going out to England. We're going out to England. Messi's not going to win the World Cup, and we're going out to England. Oh no, this is my worst nightmare. This is real. It's 3-0. They've not even got 11 men on the park. Phil Foden's sitting on the deck injured. This is my worst nightmare, and I'm not happy about it whatsoever. It's going to get checked. I mean, not that it matters anyway. Felipe Massa tells it it's a goal. 3-0, 3-0. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything about Diego Maradona or Peter Shilton. It was a fair goal. It wasn't a fair goal. I'm trying to save myself. And we've got out of the World Cup in horrendous fashion. It has to be said. Shame they weren't that defensive when Diego Maradona scored that excellent header past Peter Shilton, but...
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Oh, good God. I made a big song and dance about it being Messi's last World Cup and that I'm going to be the man to help him win it. But no! Once again, I cock things up. And yeah, we're out. And then Otamendi's disappointed. We all are, Nicholas. Let's find out who wins the thing. Oh God, please don't be England. I've simulated to the end of the World Cup to find out. As of yet, I don't know because I've gone on holiday, as you can see by all the unread messages. Let's find out who won it together. Oh, for the love of God, it was England. If it's any consolation that we lost to the eventual winners, does that make us look any better? Any better at all? Probably not. I mean, yeah, they won. So good for them. France finished third. Yeah, again, good for them. They beat Spain in the semi-finals. Uruguay got to the final, which was quite surprising, admittedly. And yeah, we lost. We lost 3-0, as you well know by now. I did run a simulation to see how our Football Manager thought Argentina would do with the players I'd selected. So we'll have a look at that. Let's hope they didn't do better than how I did, because that would be a real kick in the steens, just to make things worse. Well, my discovery is interesting, that's for sure. Simulation Argentina also went out at the World Cup quarter-final stage, losing in a penalty shootout to USA, of all people. So, losing to eventual winners is probably better than that, in my case, I guess. That's a point in my defence. I'll take it, unless the USA went on to win it, I suppose. Let's find out. Brazil got to the semi-final. England got knocked out by France. Oh, bloody hell. The USA got to the final against France. I mean, Brazil finished third. Okay, the USA didn't win it. So, we didn't lose the eventual winners in the simulation. So, maybe that makes me slightly better because we lost the eventual winners when I was playing. Is that any sort of consolation? I don't think so. Oh God, I can't believe I let England win it. We can't be having that now, can we? If you enjoyed this video and you like this style of video where I attempt to win a World Cup with a team all in one video, please do let me know by leaving a like on the video. Otherwise, I won't know if you did or not. Subscribe if you want to see more of this with notifications on. I'm flustered, what can I say? And comment down below with who you would like me to take on this challenge with next. You're gonna say England, aren't you? Please don't say England. Thanks for watching and take care.